Today on my channel, Planner Friends, I decided to use this Happy Notes to create a reading log tracker for 2024. Previously, I created little booklets for my personal planners, but I'm not using them anymore. So while this is really cute, was this, I want to do something different. So, rudimentary paper crafting meets planning. Stay tuned. Hello planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you. Thank you for taking your time and spending it with me. Today's goal is to create a new way of tracking my reading and my books. So I want to show you quickly two of my old book trackers for years. I used a personal planner, a Carpe Diem personal planner, and I loved them. In September, I switched to an A5. So before we get started, if you're new, you're welcome to subscribe and tap the notification bell. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're returning, thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the community we're creating on here. I love reading. This is a previous tracker from 22, I think. This was made with Cocoa Daisy when I subscribed. These are printables, and those are their letters. Might even be their paper. And what I would do is I just used filler paper here, and I would write down the books and my rating of them. So it helped me with authors I love, things that I wanted to read, never got to read, etc. So this has been really helpful. This was the previous year. This is made from the Simple Stories collection, Crafty Girl. I'll show you the back real quick. I have other booklets in here. It's just this plain and so forth. And I did this in here, same type of system. And then in the back here, I love this. I thought that was cute. So this year I'm using an A5 for my home life. And I don't want to add, I've got so much in it. I feel like she's already chunking up, and I don't need a huge chunky planner. I just don't. I'll link the setup video below, but I already have other sections in here for my exercise and other things. So I don't want to add, see, I mean, as it is, I think I'm going to have to take out more months. And I didn't want, this is going to sound weird, I didn't know if I wanted to do the same thing. I've done the same thing for 3 years in a row. So I overthink. Let's put that out there. And then suddenly last night, I was like, wait a minute. I bought 2 of these, mostly for the filler paper, and then if I wanted to use the covers for faith planning or something. And I thought, there you go. I can make one of these a book tracker. The truth of the matter is, I'm going to start deconstructing some of this, and I'm going to use another Simple Stories collection. This is new. It's Simple Vintage Love Story. Isn't that great? So butterflies, of course, but books too. So let me start getting this ready as I'm chatting with you. Basically, I want to do something different. I know a lot of people create trackers with pictures of books, like the spines and all. I don't want to do that. Of course, that would be easy, right? And you can buy those. I don't think I could draw them. I'm not that proficient, but you can buy them on Etsy and so forth. But what I thought this year, to make some changes here, I'm going to bring it in a little closer. Okay. I want to actually not only include ratings, but almost like book reviews. Now hear me out. In grad school, I read tons of historiography, and did copious amounts of book reviews. That's what you do. You talk, you read, you write, you talk, you read. It's endless. And so I was burnt out from that idea for a long time. I'm lucky I managed to do the stars. But for this, I thought what I could do, there's 3 sections, right? There's 60 pages. I have plenty of room in here. But I just want to create a space, and I can play with these, where I can keep track of my books, but also mini reviews, not like I did in grad school, more for fun. and to talk about some of the authors I like and so forth. So I need to go through this and see what I can use in here and how oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is one of my favorites in this collection, I have to say. Yeah, we're into birds in our house. This is nice, right? This is nice. That could look, well, no, that would be too much on there, wouldn't it? Hold on. I brought you back up so I can turn the pages. Okay, so those are the tags. These are the different, see, in the personal planner, I could have easily used this as part of it, but it's a perfect size, these cards, but no, not in here. Let me see what else I've got here. Oh, these are cute too, right? Isn't this a lovely collection? There's some more books. And of course the emphasis here is love, but you know, just pretty. What's on this side? Okay, this I've seen before. I don't think I showed you this side, and I didn't show you this side. So these are all really pretty double-sided papers. This is pretty with the birds. It's kind of, this would actually look good in my A5. It's kind of got a Victorian wallpaper vibe that I kind of am going for these days. This is nice, and it's got bits and bobs of pages, so this could work, right? That's again this Victorian wallpaper kind of thing. Was this like this, or did it get, no, it is like that. Okay, I didn't know if I did something. This of course would be perfect, right? Look at that. And what's on the other side here? A nice floral. This is cute. Cameras, the butterflies. I know I'm probably inundating you with my butterfly obsession. This I really like, these stamps. And then of course we have the journaling cards, which I will be making a journal. And then these. Okay, so it seems pretty obvious to me, let's see here, that this would be the one to use to create kind of a front piece here. The problem is the discs, will it take away from it since the discs are going to punch, and I won't get that butterfly, and in fact, will I get all the books? Ooh, it'll be close. Although I could cut a little off down here. All right, so I think I'm going to use this, and I'm going to take this out, and we're going to measure. So let me move some stuff around. Okay, so I always use a pencil, a yellow pencil, to trace, because it's not too dark, not too light. So let me see where I want to put this, because I don't have to get the whole bottom here. I can actually even do this if I want to capture some of that butterfly, if I want, or not. It's really up to me, isn't it? There's a butterfly here. Yeah, I think that's about right. So I'm gonna, it'll be this way. I'm gonna flip it over. Now I know I have a little overhang here. I'm going to make it larger because it can always be cut down, but once you cut it down, you can't, adding to it makes it more difficult. And I'm going to bring it out a little tiny bit. So we're going to say roughly here. I don't know that I'm going to use the tab part, to be honest with you. I think I'm just going to, yeah, do this. And yes, I can see that. That's why I use the yellow. I can see it. It's not too dark. This is pretty. So let me grab my cutter. This is just my Love Nicole cutter. I just got new blades for it. And I think I got this. It must have been Hobby Lobby, because that's, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Hobby Lobby. All right, I'm going to cut off camera because I have visual challenges and I get nervous. So this is what we've got. It's a start, right? And let's see here. It's a little larger. The question is if it's going to stick out. So that's what we have to see. And it is a little bit too large. So I am going to have to shave some off of probably this end down here. And that's okay, right? So let me do that. I'd rather cut it down than be too short, if you will. So let me see here if I can line this up. I think that's about right. I hope it is. Okay, so I shaved some off the bottom and a little bit off the top, and I think we're good so far. So let's see here how this will look. I think color-wise, I actually was considering, put this back in real quick. I was considering covering this, and I guess I still could, like covering the dashboard. I don't know, maybe. Or I could just make this separate and make this a section. I think, truthfully, I think that's what I feel like doing. I don't want to make it too complex for me, if that makes sense. I'm going to line this up here. Ugh, now I'm getting nervous. I do some things on camera and I get so nervous. Oh, because I want this to come out right. You know, I just, yeah, you get it. I know you understand me, friends. So let's line this up and let's pray it up that we can do this. Thank goodness for punches. Okay. Ta-da! So what I thought is I will take some of these and put this in this in-between spot. If I want to add a tab onto it, I can, but I don't know that I do. Let me see here how this looks so far. Alrighty. Whew. Okay, we're getting there, getting there, getting there. Oh, I like it, right? And it, color-wise, it works. So now I need to embellish the side a little bit. Whew, I'm so relieved that it worked. I get so nervous when I do these things on camera. I'm sorry. I just, I'm a half crafter, half spaz. Let me find, I know I have, here we go. I have this sticker book, which I know has some letters in it. And because it's also simple stories, it works well together, doesn't it? So let's see what we've got here. I do not have a sticker book dedicated to reading, which is fine. You know, we do what we do. So I have these letters here, and I'm thinking once again, either put read or books or something. And then also on this side, well, I don't really need these right now. I thought I saw something else in here that I liked. Oh, they have and. So I can once again do my books and tea, or I can just leave it at books, reading. You know what? Let me think a minute. So I'm just checking. This one was just books. This one is books and tea. I think we're just going to go with books, but I kind of want to do it on an angle. This is, or I could do it straight over here. I think that's what we'll do. So let me get these letters and line them up. Okay, so I got them here. Actually, I didn't do badly. The K's a little wonky. Maybe I can play with that a second. Hopefully I don't kill it. No, we're going to leave it. And then on this side, I'm wondering what I want to put, because I'd like to decorate it at least a little bit, don't you think? To add some zhuzh to this. I'm tempted to take one of these cards instead of like a, let's see here, instead of something like this. So I may do a little cutting here. I don't think that's a bad idea, actually. Okay, so I cut a few, and it turns out it has this here, which I really do like. Obviously kind of like a library card. So now I did get one of these finally. I ordered it on Amazon. I go through these like crazy town. This is a new one for me. It's the Tombow one. I've heard good things, so let's try it. Actually, it rolls really smoothly, I have to say. So why don't we put this kind of not quite center, right? And now we're going to add on some embellishments on this side. Okay, so I'm looking through this, and I actually came across this. It's Happy Together, which is me in books. So I thought I could use this. It's pretty big, which is good because this is pretty large. I'm actually excited about doing something different, if that makes sense. Let's put this over here. And let's put it right down here. Whoops, not quite straight. Oh, you know what? Leave it. Let it be. Don't get too persnickety. And over here we have this, right? So that's pretty. If you're new, or if you've been with me a little while, I'm sure you realize I like to combine a little bit of paper craft into my planning. That just makes me thrilled. It does. And so now I'm looking at some of these, if there's anything here, or let me grab the sticker book again and go through it. I I didn't find anything in that one, but then I pulled out this one. This is My Story, also from Simple Stories. And I'm looking at the me time. It's kind of goes again when you're using, it's either me time or love this. And I'm trying to debate which one. I think we're actually going to go with the love this because it's a little smaller. I don't want this to be overwhelmed. Let's see if it's going to work. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we've started, right? We've got to start here, and this is rudimentary paper crafting, but it's paper crafting in your planner. So now let's move some of these, and let's bring this in. This looks a little blank, so I'm gonna have to think about what I want to put there, and sometimes I'll film a video and then I'll let it sit, if that makes sense. But I want to take some of these papers. Let's see, it's 20, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take 4 sheets, and here's why. What I'd like to do, and I've seen this done before, is people put, oh, my cats are making noise. People put pictures of the books they've read and kind of chart it that way, and I wouldn't mind doing that up front here. I think that'd be kind of cool, or I could put that in the back, or I want to make goals. So I think this section in the front though should be for that. I think this came out nicely. I do. Let me try to, it would be easier if I had a tab, but no tab. Okay, so this is looking good here. Again, I feel like I could put a sticker there maybe. Ooh, you know what I could do? Hold on, I did see, let's see here. I have so many stickers. Well, I stocked up this time I had gone through a lot. Yeah, something like one of these butterflies or a bird even down here would look pretty spiffy. There's all these butterflies, all these flowers. Let's see what else we got here. Here's more butterflies. I almost want to do a bird just for a change of pace, you know, or use a little butterfly here. Why don't we do this? Let's use this pretty bird. Oh gosh, I need this. This is where having a tweezer would work, except I'm not that coordinated. Okay, here. I'm going to put this little, I can even put him here or here. And then I'm thinking about something like this. So what if we put this one down here and this one over, right here. Yeah, there we go. That adds something to it, doesn't it? Again, rudimentary, but good. So now what I'd like to do is to create a sheet where I list the books, and then the other sections can be for review. So this will be for January. So I'd like to do, I'm going to grab one of my Tombos or fake Tombos. So I think we'll use this one, and I'm just going to start here. Now, I did see in here there's numbers, and so we're just going to start with the first month and add a little embellishment here. I am not going to write February down yet, but every month I intend to do this. Right? Let's make sure I get this right. Yeah, okay. And yeah, that's good, right? I need more Tombos, obviously. I don't have a big collection here. I could use more colors, but let's just add a little bit of this. And I almost want to add some floral or bits or bobs here. Let's see here. I did pick up some washi, so maybe some of this would look good. Again, it's the same. It matches a sticker book, which I think we can add in here. Yep, certainly. Yep, 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 yep. Here we go. And I'm going to add a little bit here. Maybe just under here. Yeah, there you go. And I'll just cut that up. Oops. Come on. I had gotten rid of a lot of my old washi, but I used some of the old washi, and it ripped a page in my one of my faith planners. I glued it back together, but I was so surprised because I was trying to move it. So I just picked up the washi and it was like, just ripped the page. Alrighty, so here we go. So what do you think? I think we've started it up nicely. right? And now this will be, I'll list the books and I'll probably do the stars. And so that's going to be an every month thing. And I like using those. Now, I think back here is going to be all about reviews. Okay, so all I did was something similar, just the marker. I added some of the Simple Vintage Love Story washi here, and I'm just going to go from there. I'm purposely dividing it here so I keep it short and sweet. I'm going to leave the third section for now. So this is really rudimentary, but it was fun. And as I go through, I'll write the names. Again, I'll do the names and the star system here. And then here I'll do like mini reviews, which will help me remember the books, remember the authors. And then in here, as I read them, I'm going to get a printout and put pictures of the books here and track my reading progress. So very rudimentary crafting, but a lot of fun. And truthfully, with this, I can easily make tip-ins and to jazz it up. So stay tuned to see how I use this. Maybe like the end of January or February, I'll do a recap and I'll show you what I've done in it. But again, easy paper crafting meets planning. So, all right, friends, I hope I inspire your own creativity. Thanks for being here with me, and have a really great day, and let's read together. Bye, planner friends.